Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. I don't know what happened there at the start, but it's all good now. I'm going to do the beer I wanted to do at the brewery the other day. So, yeah, Loose Lips Sink Ships, triple IPA. So, yeah, by Pirate Life. So, Pirate Life are out of Adelaide, South Australia. But yeah, they obviously have a brew pub in Melbourne, and I think they have one in Perth as well. Um, yeah, this bad boy is 11%. It's one of their re-releases for their birthday. They just had their 10th birthday, so yeah, it's a beer I've had before, but mainly at festivals, just in small pours. I think I might have had it in a can a few years ago, but yeah, I was trying to see if I hadn't reviewed it before. I just had it on Instagram, but yeah, pretty cool can artwork, and yeah, cool name for like a big beer. So it's like American IPA style. One of their flagship beers is their double IPA, Westy. So this is like a bigger version of that. Not sure if it's got the same hops or anything, but back in the day, Pirate Life, they might still do it on their core range. They have all the brewing process on the top of the can, and it'll tell you like the malts they use, the hops, and like all the like the yeah the process. It's pretty cool. So I've got my hashtag proper glassware. And yeah, it was good going to the brewery the other day. Yeah, the only thing was I just wish they had a bit more on tap. That it was like it was just their birthday just gone, but a lot of the birthday beers were sort of missing. But yeah, I was able to pick them up in cans. So let's get into it. Hope everyone's had a decent week. I was going to say weekend. It's like because I'm on holidays, it's like I don't know what day it is. Ooh, it's got a fair scent to it. Cool glass, this one. I've got two Pirate Life glasses. The other one's sort of shaped like a can. And then yeah, this one's sort of cool for a heap of different styles. And I picked up a few cans takeaway, like sort of two of each of some of the birthday beers, and then one of their OGs. So in the glass, lively carbonation. Looks sick in that glass. I would say like a dark straw colour. Medium body and probably like a two-finger whitehead. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's very lively carbonation. Let's go a smell. It's like fresh pine, resinous, grassy, like dank forest floor. Cheers, Craig. Good to see you. Quite floral. Yeah, it just gives me like those dank, sort of musty forest vibes. You can tell it's going to be like real piney and bitter, which is awesome. I'll get a little bit of citrus, but it's like actually pretty like faint in the background. I would say like grapefruit and orange, but yeah, not very sweet, more like pithy, like rind. It's all about the sort of the green in this one. God, it smells good. And yeah, surprisingly, it's mostly hop character I'm smelling, considering it's such a massive beer, 11%. But yeah, I'm not really, although I know it's going to be like probably that caramel toffee backbone, I'm getting more like white bread. It's going to be one of those beers that'll probably be completely different on the flavour. But yeah, when I got to the brewery and they didn't have this on tap, I'm like, oh, it's the main beer I came here for. Sometimes it can be the problem with breweries when they're established and they set up another venue. It's more about the food than the beer. So then I feel like the beer suffers and they'll just have like the basic beers on to suit the common person. But then someone like me goes into the brewery and it's disappointed because it's like I've had all these beers like 100 times. I can hear the garbage collection out the outside, and I've got because I had so many bottles there and cans that were too big. I ended up getting rid of like a heap of like recycling stuff in the normal bin, so I reckon I'm going to hear it soon and be like, "Cheers, Lady G." I reckon he's out the front now. I'm just waiting to hear all that glass and then be like, "Fuck." Might be on the other side of the road. Anyway, I can't stop smelling this. It smells so good. Yeah, as I said, because I got a couple of cans, I thought, oh, well, I might hold on to one and share one with Adam when he comes here. Because I feel like this beer, because it's so big, it'll probably hold for a while. And it was only brewed like, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, time to dive in. Cheers. Cheers, Jagman. Nice 11%er for you. Ooh. So you definitely get the booze. But I mean, triple West Coast IPA, when don't you? You're getting the caramel, like sweet malt. I still feel like it's more bready though. It's quite bitter. The IBUs would be huge on this one because the malt backbone's so big and intense. It like balances out. Yeah, I'm probably thinking more. I feel like you're getting like a slight peach. There's a touch of stone fruit there. It's definitely not sort of your sweet citrus like you get in a lot of Westies. It's more like like the outside of the fruit, the pith. It goes well though with like the pine and the resin. It's certainly not a beer for the average Joe. It's very, very big. Craig, I think you'd love this beer, mate. Like my threshold with bitterness is like very, very high, and even this comes across as very, very bitter to me. So, and it's got like quite a sort of smooth, pillowy sort of mouthfeel as well, just for what it is. Um, I would say a little drying on the finish, but yeah, you can certainly tell though it's 11%. I had McDonald's last night, and because the bins were so full, I just had the bag with the rubbish just sitting at the front door. The dogs have located it and just destroyed it. So now I've got all these wrappers all chewed up. Bloody dickheads. On an arbor. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are probably off to bed soon, but yeah, I'm sort of keen for a big sesh today, so I was considering doing a hangout. Garbo's out the front again. The dankness, like, yeah, it's really good. Like, it's not sort of you're not getting like the cannabis sort of vibes you do sometimes, but yeah, it just sort of reminds me of like a cabin in the woods, and it's like winter time, and it's all, or even like autumn, and it's like slightly wet, like slightly damp. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, so as I was saying, I was considering doing a hangout today because I'm keen just to smash beers. Hopefully, some of the Americans are around. Yeah, I checked with work. Apparently, I go back Monday afternoon, so at least I get a bit of a sleep in on Monday. I'm absolutely exhausted after the last 2 days in Melbourne. I reckon I would have walked probably like, I don't know, at least bloody 15 kilometres. And then, yeah, obviously being at the concert too, you're jumping up and down and you're stuck in the one spot standing the whole time. So, yeah, by the time I got home, like by the time I walked from the train station back to my place, I was absolutely stuffed and my feet were all like, yeah, fucked up because of the boots I was wearing. Not good. So yeah, today it's just like bare feet, just relax, try and let the feet heal. Yeah, possibly after this, dude. I feel a bit scattered at the moment, like I haven't quite relaxed yet. I think just yeah, because I've been thinking about going back to work, just having to deal with that. And then yeah, the whole garbage bin fiasco. Like seriously, half the bin was filled with like glass bottles. So I thought, I hope I get away with it because I had nowhere else to put them. So you can, yeah, these days you can bloody get, I don't know, they get real shitty with that sort of stuff. Back in the day, you couldn't give a shit. This was the stubby holder I got. They just gave it to me because I bought a few beers off them. Actually, it's not. It's the wrong one. Yeah, the one I got off them, it's like got a little skeleton on it. Here it is. Stubby holders are just one of those things I don't use though because I always pour beers into a glass. So that's the front and that on the back. I thought that's pretty cool. The only time I'll ever use like a stubby holder is if I go to like someone's barbecue or something like that. And you're just standing around drinking out of the can. Bloody dogs making a mess on my coffee table. Flashlight. I wish. I should have taught that. I should have installed that in Angus when he was younger. I reckon I could have easily got him to do it. Most of the time, when you see dogs getting their owners beers, like opening up the fridge and bringing it over, and that they're always like retriever style dogs. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, brother. I'm on a big triple Westie, bro, and it's very, very bitter. But it's got that huge malt backbone to sort of support it. I think they've done really well with this. And like, I mean, you're not going to have a heap of them. It's certainly not a sessionable beer, but it's not. Sometimes when they're real big like this, it's hard to drink a full can. But I've done it like pretty easy, and I feel slightly fuzzy for it. It's just cool though, the fact that yeah, like Pirate Life were obviously one of my favourite breweries when I first got into craft here in Australia. And all they were is just two young boys, probably I mean, they're probably similar age to me now, like, but obviously at the time in their twenties. Um yeah, they worked for Brewdog in Scotland. And yeah, they come back home and their dad, I don't know what he did for work. He was always like a good footballer and stuff. But yeah, yeah, just the three of them started up this little brewery, and I was there from the start, like loving their stuff, just chatting with them, drinking with them and shit. And then all of a sudden, they're like this bloody multi-million dollar, like huge company bought out by like AB InBev. But yeah, it's just good that their beers are still good quality and the people that started it are still in control. Cheers, Drewy. I see you set up a hangout there later on. You're obviously keen. You're well prepared. This would have been fierce on tap. Would have been so fucking good. I could just imagine giving this to like a female friend that's never had a craft beer before. And they would absolutely hate it. They'd be like, how the fuck do you drink that shit? Just because it's like, yeah, so bitter and like boozy, like bold. It's a man's beer. I sort of wish now I had a 4 pack. Because, yeah, I'm drinking this one, and then I'm thinking if I'm going to keep the other one for Adam or me and Adam, it's like, that's all I've got. I know they still have them on their website. It ain't no live beer. It ain't no light beer, brother. It's a big boy. As it's warming, the booze is coming out a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you'd hate this. I feel like in the chat, Drew would drink it, Paul would drink it, Jagman wouldn't, Craig would drink it, Lady G, I'm not sure. Unless Lady G's right into her beers, I don't think she'd drink it either. I just love that like floral aroma. Hmm. One thing I feel like doing today is just like blasting some like metal and like just getting loose. The concert I went to the other night was sick as. It wasn't metal, but more of like, yeah, like indie rock. It's fucking unreal. I loved at one stage they got everyone to sit down and then like jump, motherfucker, jump, and everyone just goes nuts. It does suck these days. I try not to do it too much. Is like everyone's just on their phone the whole fucking concert. I mean, not everyone, but you'll get certain people. They're just like filming the whole concert, or like it's like just fucking put your phone away for a while. Like I always just try and do it really quickly and then fuck it off. But yeah, it's like, what's the point of going to a gig if you're just going to stand there with your fucking arm up in the air filming it the whole time and you're just like blocking the view of everyone else? The venue looked sick as, and yeah, like I really enjoyed sort of the look of it and the sound, but I just thought it was way too crammed. It was like there was not enough room for the amount of people. Some venues you go to, you can sort of stand and you got a bit of space around you. And if you need to go to the toilet or the bar, you can still sort of do it with not too much struggle. But yeah, this venue, it was like every time you wanted to move, you had to like fucking barge through everyone, even if you're like right up the back. Yeah. I should probably give this beer a rating. I'm trying to think what I've scored it in the past. Pretty high, I reckon. But yeah, Craig, you know when you sort of say you want West Coast to be how they used to be, sort of thing. It's like you'd have this and you'd be like, wow, this has probably even gone too far that way. I think, yeah, I think because it's boozy, that sort of makes it pretty insane. It's like a palate wrecker. You're just getting this huge, like, yeah, like piney, grassy, dank, bitter, like floral thing with a little hint of like citrus and stone fruit. Huge malt. And then, yeah, like, because it's boozy as well, it's just like there's nowhere to hide. That's why their double IPA is so fucking good because it's like this, but not boozy. I should have got a 4 pack of that as well. I might even have one of them if I do a hangout. 2 freshies sitting in the fridge. I don't need to review that because I've had it plenty of times. I was talking to a Japanese guy at the place I was staying at, and yeah, he said he was into craft beer and that because I must have been saying how. Yeah, I think when I checked in, I said how I'd just been at a craft brewery, and then he was just sort of in the background eating food with his family and that. And then yeah, he started talking about craft breweries and asking me where are some good ones to check out. And I was telling him how I've had heaps of Japanese stuff, and he's like real well impressed. He goes, "You've you've had more Japanese beer than I have." I'm going to score this beer 4.6. There's so much about it I like. Um, the only things I can sort of fault is like the booze is probably just that little bit too much. And yeah, I feel like some more citrus fruit character, but everything else is like banging. Yeah, I remember that. And that's the thing, dude, is that like that was when they were at the peak of being just a standalone craft brewery. The beer hasn't changed. It's still the same. Like, it's awesome. I can't think of many craft breweries that have sold out and their beers have stayed like as is. But yeah, Pirate Life's definitely one of them. See, Stone and Wood to me have already they sold out what 2, 3 years ago. They've already lost quality. I have Pacific Ale now, and I'm like, there's no way this is the beer it used to be. But yeah, you have one of these Pirate Life, even the just the standard IPA or the Pale Ale, and they're like cracking beers, like some of the best sort of American hop forward style beers in the country. Like, and they're probably a lot cheaper than most of the craft breweries. I mean, I still call them a craft brewery, but yeah, they're owned by. I mean, when they were first acquired, it was AB. It was said Carlton United Breweries, which is AB InBev. But then I think Carlton United are acquired by Asahi. I think it's Asahi. It's one of the Japanese breweries. They own heaps of the Aussie breweries now. It's all part of a big chain. But yeah, probably the if I could mention, I don't know, some of the names that were big when Pirate Life started, it would have been yeah, Pirate Life, Hawkers, Stone and Wood, Feral, maybe Mountain Goat. Um, I feel like Little Creatures and Mountain Goat were there, but I feel like by then they were already probably getting like taken over by others. See, Feral were like one of the first I got into. They're based in WA. They got bought by Coca Cola, but they got bought later than others did. And then I feel like they just disappeared, and now all of a sudden they're back. Come on, mate, sort it out. What are you doing? Up, bloody dickhead. I wish I lived the life of a spoilt dog. Just chilling out at home, sleeping like 20 hours a day, getting free feeds, never having to work. Oh, here we go. The other one's hanging around now. Up here, bro. Up. Come on. Yeah, boy. What's going on? You want to come up on YouTube? Look. What's happening, bro? You want a strong beer? You want some piney goodness? Yeah, because I went, because I've been on holidays. Yeah, because I've been on holidays and like been here with them every day. They were like absolutely loving it. And then yeah, I've gone away for 2 days and they're lost. So when I go back to work, they're going to be a mess. The old separation anxiety will hit hard. Look, what's going on, bro? You trying to kiss me, mate? Are you gay? So yeah, as I said, 4.6 for this. And down he gets. Loose lips, sink ships. IIIPA. 11% by the almighty Pirate Life. Yeah, their latest brewery's in Port Adelaide's this huge old brick building. Looks spectacular. It takes up a whole block. It's fucking massive. It would have been an old like woolen mill or something like that. Yeah, they recently had a punk rock festival there for their 10th birthday, and yeah, like it looked so fucking good. I wish I could have gone. But it's just so far away. It's like about a 9-hour drive from where I live. Yeah, good beer, good brewery, good people. Yeah, I think Pirate Life, you can get their stuff throughout like Asia or Southeast Asia anyway. I'm not sure about New Zealand, but yeah, in Australia, they're that sort of brewery. You get their core range stuff in the supermarkets, and it's still banging. So yeah, if you like want a decent beer in the supermarket, you can always rely on these guys. And then their limited releases can be hard to find because their distribution channels mainly through the supermarkets. It makes their limited sort of hard because they can't go in the supermarkets, and then like your boutique stores don't really want to sell them because they've sold out. Like so, what I normally do. I mean, now it's easy because we've got a brew pub in Melbourne, so I'll just stock up when I go there, or I'll buy them online. They've got like a pretty decent web shop. I think that only charges like $10 delivery wherever you live. Cheers, Anderson. Are you at the airport, or is that done? It was a good live you did there yesterday, bro. I liked it. Very similar to what I do. Just like do a review at the start and then fucking talk music and sport and shit for the rest of it. It was good. But yeah, I just had this triple West Coast. These guys, they sold their souls, but they're still a decent brewery. They were one of my original favourites here in Oz. Cool name, Pirate Life. I've got so many like t-shirts and hats and shit from back in the day. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I might do a hangout, as I said. I just want to sort of like chill and drink a few beers and not worry about what I'm drinking. Just have whatever. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I remember you saying you were flying from Cleveland to Chicago and then Chicago down to Knoxville. Was it Knoxville? Somewhere like that. Yeah, brother. And yeah, if you're on the road, dude, and I'm ever live and you want to jump on, just sing out. I know you probably won't have much time, but yeah, if you're ever like looking on your phone or on computer or whatever you're doing, and you see that I'm live and you're just chilling with a beer, it'd be cool to have you up. Hopefully it goes well. And then yeah, I'll have to listen to more of their stuff. I sort of want to listen to it all. I want to see how they started and how they sort of evolved. Yeah, I'll send you some Parkway vids to check out just to see what you think. They're obviously a band too that have like started off like metalcore and then sort of progressed, and a lot of the shit you hear now, especially the guitar solos and that, it's almost sort of like classic rock. And like he started singing as well because he was always a growler. But yeah, I can't wait for the fucking Opera House gig. It's going to be unreal. I'm feeling quite lubricated. One beer I've had and I feel fucked already. So yeah, I better wrap it up. So yeah, as I said, 4.6 out of 5. Absolutely phenomenal triple West Coast IPA. Give Pirate Life a go, no matter what the style. They're generally pretty good. And I'm out of here. I'm probably doing a hangout very shortly. So thanks for chiming in, peeps. Later.